Code red on Alphalete.
Yeah. W chat.
Rolling? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So, didn't film this morning. We just had to push through cardio and all that stuff, all my morning routine. I've actually been walking to 7-Eleven getting like daily coffee. That's a cheat code. Because like when I've been doing like cardio and abs, I'd like stop for a cold brew at like Starbucks or Dutch Bros. But that shit's expensive, bro. I'm not trying to pay $10 for a coffee. You just go to 7-Eleven, which I have one in walking distance, get outside a little bit, get a little sun, you know, get my light skin glow going on with the Milano tan, and then just grab like a $2 to $3 coffee, 7-Eleven, drink that while I walk back to either cardio over here, or if I'm doing cardio and abs, I'll just kind of just like a pit stop. But, so it's later in the day. Currently 2:50, about to be 3, so we're about to pull up to the gym. We'll see where we pull up to for a little shoulder day. But then I'm gonna talk to y'all afterwards, cause man, prep's been hitting hard, dude. But with that, I actually cheated on plan, so I'll kind of like spill kind of what happened and kind of the current mental state, dude, cause it's been tough, man. It's kind of like, I don't know. There's certain things I feel like you should keep to yourself, and you should, certain battles to fight alone. And I have like a lot of family shit going on, and just like my current support system hasn't been the greatest. So it's been trying to find that internal motivation, gaslighting myself enough to, you know, get through this prep and make essentially, I don't know, like I feel like the world's like right out in front of me, and even my lanky ass arms can't necessarily get it, grasp it, and reach. But it's right there, and it's just like taking it step by step, day by day, to where I'm just like progressively getting closer in arm's distance of those goals and of that reality. But that's what we're doing. So we got a little pre-workout stack. We got Gorilla Mode, new formula in water Malone, as well as creatine on top of that, and then our daily baby aspirin. So with that being said, this is not my cue, man. With that being said, I shall see you at the gym for a juicy little shoulder pump.
was like halfway through my actual workout for like abs, my little ab circuit. And dog, it was, I don't want to get into gruesome details, but this shit was about to be like some Hershey chocolate. 100% Colombian. Put a little bit of ice in that. That shit slaps. Little physique update after this post-cheat. I'm definitely still solid, but just like, it's like a little watery. It's mainly like on my obliques I see it. And even my delts aren't holding as many striations. Or just like on the sides, I feel it's still there. And my waist, dude.
We are back at the crib, and it's been a while. I've been actually watching the Knicks play the Indiana Pacers. That's one nice thing. I don't watch that much basketball nowadays, but if I do, it's during playoffs time. And so playoffs time came just right around in time of prep, because that's the one thing about prep is just finding like, not necessarily hobbies, but finding things you enjoy to kind of distract yourself and make the time kind of go away, disperse. I don't know what word I'm kind of looking for, but just vanish. Because I don't know, time is the enemy on prep. But food, our friend, is our one thing that we get to enjoy. So this is our last meal of the night. So we have 90-10 beef as well as rice. 135, so I'm still eating a decent amount of carbs, as well as 65 grams of broccoli, and then 107 grams of some pineapple. Plus, I stole this from like I forget who I saw, but this new sauce, dude, this shit is gas. And plus, there's just like a lot of, I don't know, yeah, just organic ingredients, a lot of micronutrients. So, new sauce, we got the peanut butter, or the peanut sauce. Nut sauce is wild, but it's pretty fucking good. So, gonna slap this on, just drizzle a little bit. Maybe a little bit on the, okay, I was wrong. Okay, some of them, they're different in terms of their serving size. So this one's a little smaller, so I probably put on 2 servings. But a tablespoon of this is only 5 calories, so I probably put on 10 calories at tops, given the estimate, which is nothing, right? So, about to have this, all for paper plates. This is currently my last meal of the day, which I save my bigger meals, my biggest meal for the end of the day, just so it satiates me. Just gives me something to look forward throughout the end of the day of just like having a bigger meal as opposed to just like 135 rice and then 210 chicken, or just like a variety. I don't know. It is more food, but it's also like an assortment. Anything that placebo affects you to where you just enjoy life essentially more on prep just makes it a lot easier, dude. And I don't think that just goes to prep. I think that's just like carrying that over to life. It's like if you can just like trick yourself, not even tricking yourself, it's kind of looking at things like either half, like a glass half full or half empty, It's just all perspective shift. Yeah, dude, I've been dealing with like a lot of fucking imposter syndrome lately. And a lot of that's due to just like feeling like I don't necessarily belong. And it's trying to convert that thought into making it a reality of like making a fucking impact, dude. And just showing people that I fucking belong. Cause like, I know people are gonna not really know my story and just look at it like I had an easy route. I've been so fucking alone in this industry, man. You know, being somebody who just like tracks their food, their kind of works out on a regular day basis, where you're just like unorthodox to the normal person, you kind of just like regular day life. It's not like I'm going out trying to party all the fucking time. I'm not even trying to leave my house. I'm a homebody at the end of the day. I just like to enjoy the things I enjoy. And I felt just on regular day, at any given point in my life, I felt like an outsider. And I don't know why, but I told myself, you know, maybe moving to Houston, maybe being surrounded by these people, I'll find that community. And it's been the complete opposite. Of course I have friends, I have the people, but especially within this bodybuilding space, dude, I felt eyes watching me. I feel all eyes watching me, and I'm trying to remind myself that's such a blessing to have. But you know, you let the little things get to you, and let the little people, literally I'll kiss you on your forehead, get to you. And it's like with all those eyes, I feel all those eyes, all that presence surrounding me right now, but no support. Not people who've like held it down with me and tried to keep me grounded or kept me in questioning my own thoughts in my own head. And I reached out even in my channels because sometimes I don't know where to go, man. And this has been the worst year in terms of just personal relationships and things I have ongoing in my personal life, to where I feel a lot more segregated. But in this industry, man, just in life, you know, there might be a lot of people who, in life, there's gonna come times where people aren't going to support you. And you can't depend on that external support. And you can't allow that, even just feeling that presence, even that roided head that tried to reflect whatever he was going through. I don't know what he was going through. And then allow that interaction to have an effect on my emotions, which I allow to dictate my decision making. But at the end of the day, those decisions I made are what caused me to my own suffering. And you know, with all the shit I've been going through, it feels like essentially like opening Pandora's box, to where it's just another thing after another thing. And like the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. But there's truth behind all those corny ass sayings, man. It's true because motherfuckers say it over and over, because there's truth in that. I feel like I've been in my head, just like questioning, I don't know, I've been seeking validation, not subconsciously through other people. It's something I've been working on, trying to like find that drive, that inner drive in myself when other people don't believe in me. And when the people like I care about are kind of distant. But it's like at the end of the day, you gotta take care of yourself. And you can't do that by allowing your emotions dictate those decisions. Because that's acting out of irration. It's just acting out of instinct, and not being able to see the bigger picture in your actions in the current moment. Whatever you input into your reality, input into this world, this life, is gonna directly affect your output. Whether that's the pain, the suffering, or it's the whatever you're chasing, whether it's the glory, whether it's the happiness, whether it's finding yourself, finding peace. That's where I'm at. Trying to take my fly swatter and just swat the gnats away, essentially. Because all those gnats are just noise. Just eliminating yourself from the noise to where you can actually just hear yourself is what you need to do. And you can think a lot more intentionally and a lot less emotionally. That's what I was doing, man. I was emotional. And then I caved. I had external situations affect my emotions to where I allowed myself to go out of control. And when I look back, you know, you see yourself, you're like, that's not me. And I don't feel like myself lately. Because my previous self, my best self, the self that I want to be, that I'm not perfect, but I aspire to be, has the best intentions for myself. And me thinking emotionally or responding emotionally isn't having my best intentions out for myself. It's just at whatever revenge, whatever sadness, whatever loneliness, whatever emotion it is, I allow that to fucking control me, not myself. And that's just like a subconscious effort. And I feel like it's just consciously trying to make that fucking switch to be like wanting the best. I'll just like add in on that, man. Bodybuilding has been something that I've found personally, luckily, thus far, and I haven't been doing this career that long. It's something that's just come very natural and came slightly easy. Obviously, there's levels to this shit. I'm not saying I'm anybody, but I finally hit adversity. And so before just moving with like unknown optimism of where I'm not very knowledgeable, right? I believe in myself. I have that driven in myself. But then eventually you start to understand things. You hit that wall, and now you reach that valley of discernity, that valley of where you question the path you're on, and you're basically in the fork in the road, whether you realize it at the time being or not, of whether to go find something new, that like a new hobby you enjoy, something you're so optimistic about, something that you're gonna be the best, the next whatever the heck in the world. But again, you're back to square one. You don't know shit about that, to a degree, maybe if you're lucky. Or you also have the choice to keep fucking going and pushing through that fucking boulder, pushing through that wall, pushing through all those obstacles, right? Regardless of, we're not trying to make this deep, but you have the fucking option to keep going. And guess what now? You have built the fucking tools, the mindset, and all the knowledge that you need to get you out of that valley of despair. And so you use those tools, but now this time, in that moment of optimism, in that moment of fucking believing in yourself, you're in a better position than you initially were, because you actually have the knowledge, you actually have the fucking tools to make shit happen. Yeah, you might get lucky, you might be an outlier, you might be a phenom in whatever it is you try to take on in life, but that doesn't mean adversity's not coming, man. You just don't see it around the corner coming. It's lurking. And that's where I'm at, man. I'm back on it, man. I'm so fucking optimistic, man. I want this shit more than anything, man. I put the last 3 years of my life on hold. I graduated with my graduate degrees December 2021. That wasn't my dream. That was me just chasing and inspiring other people's dreams to make other people happy. And then guess what? I took the risk on myself. And now just because shit's getting hard, man, doesn't mean it's over. And I don't know, like, there's not really an end to this conversation because y'all are witnessing me go through it moment in time, man. And that's what I want. Of course I want to document my own journey, man, but I want to take y'all along the journey, man. That's why it's so fucking, shout out to the people who comment or let me know, like, hey, I'm doing a prep too, or the people I meet at summer shredding that end up competing and they tell me they watch my prep series. That shit that keeps me going, man. And I'm telling y'all, like, I need y'all just as much as you need me. Y'all don't need me, but I need y'all, man. I really do. And y'all have been there. And I appreciate y'all being there. For the ones who have held it down and stayed there from the get-go. The ones who've been there since 2022 when I moved out here in Houston for that initial prep. And guess what? I stayed here. I moved down here for a prep, feel it out, see what happens. I might have not found the community here that I've needed, but I found y'all and I found myself. I found the shit that I wanted to do. Yeah, it's not perfect, but that's the beauty in it. Yeah, dude. But just gotta lock in now. Not too much more of it. Currently still 9 weeks out. Got a long way to go. But we're in this for the long haul, man. And I don't know if like I'm just yapping at this point or anybody resonates, this isn't a fucking pity session, man. It's about lifting myself up and seeing how many people I can lift up with alongside me, all right? So let's get it to the fucking finish line, baby. Let's get to that state. Let's get that fucking pro card, baby. Whatever your goals are, man, let's go achieve them. Let's go chase them. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next one after I finish this meal. Who that? Canadian ting.